You might not want to watch this video. I know that's not the thing I'm supposed to say. The algorithm is going to have a fit. If you haven't seen any of my other book reviews, you don't want to start here. It's just a black screen after all. What's that? I sound weird. Oh, it's probably because I'm in this deep, dark hole. Just give me a moment. There we go. Is that better? Okay, good. This video doesn't do a lot of things a classic book review is supposed to do. There is no talking head in front of a bookshelf. There will be no plea to have you like, subscribe, join a Patreon, etc., etc. There won't even be a score. Okay, if you're still with me, and have read The Slow Regard of Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss, all of this might sound familiar. If you haven't read the book, let me explain. This is the foreword you're presented with. TLDR. This is a, wait a minute, hold on, I'm a little self-conscious about this work, so I should tell you all about how you might not like it just in case you don't like it and then can't blame me for not warning you thing. But by the time The Slow Regard of Silent Things was released, Rothfuss had catapulted himself into the fantasy fiction sphere as one of the big players. And this foreword to me is foreshadowing in its purest form. But this is a book review, sort of. This isn't a speculative video essay about why Rothfuss hasn't released the... Okay, I'll stop. So, The Slow Regard of Silent Things. Let's start there. What's in a title? Everything. It should be anyway. And that's exactly what this is, if you choose to regard it slowly. Even though this story plunges you in darkness, hurdles you through a labyrinthine world of mystery, it's easy to find your way. You just need a little light. One might say a foxen light. One might say a friend. Because Auri, the heroine of this story, she has no friends. Unless you consider a luminous liquid corked in a bottle a friend, or claustrophobic walls, or pipes both hot and cold. Inanimate things. Things that surround her to protect her, or to crush her, to make her lose her way. 7 days she has to complete her quest? For what? For why? We don't know, but we wonder. We follow her closely, by the sound of her mind because she doesn't let us hear her voice, by the way in which she sees this deep dark world, and we ride on her figurative coattails, or perhaps the billowing locks of her hair as they flutter through the dark air or slither through cold water here and there. To find things. Things for whom or what purpose, we don't know. But we still wonder in this wondrous place as she delves, hoping to put the pieces together, the pieces she finds. Junk to us, but treasure to her. Quick, hold your breath. We do, until our lungs burn and our muscles grow weak, until we feel the cold touch of something we seek, and grab hold of it and jet to the surface to find air that tastes as good as life, because it is. What is this thing? These things she finds. We still don't know. We zig, we zag, we climb, we crawl, because this deep, dark, twisted place isn't meant for walking, after all. Too many words that sing in song? Okay, I'll stop. For only one chapter entire follows this rhythm and tone, and for you sing-song haters out there, it doesn't last long. Promise. What happens else, you ask? What foul creatures does Auri battle? What riddles does she solve? What people does she meet along this grand adventure? In plain words, what conflict arises? Well, none. Not in the traditional sense. There are places to fall into, places to get trapped under, and of course, the risky business of gathering these things. This story is a pocket of time, 7 days, to get to know this young lady and her world, hidden in shadow and stone, while hooves and boot heels pummel the cobblestones far, far above, painted with the care of a wordsmith. Most of the time, there are a few slip-ups and point of view and strangely coarse language Auri resorts to here and there, that are sour notes that mar this otherwise musical piece. When all is said and done, I believe these missteps can be forgiven because there is a light at the end of this tunnel. A light that links us to the world in which we know if we've read The Name of the Wind. And while it's not the ending we might expect, it's an ending of sorts. An ending of these 7 days, of which aren't the end. So, dear viewer, if you've made it this far, waded through this word soup that I hope teases this book, captures its feel, piques your interests, then maybe, just maybe, The Slow Regard of Silent Things is a book for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.